Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Kennedy Pidcock, and I'm a student here at the University of Florida. I'm going in my junior year, and I love health and wellness, looking and feeling good, overall, just treating myself with kindness, being myself. Yeah, so if you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I have an interesting topic today. So, this whole week, I have been doing things out of my comfort zone just to test the idea that the cost of comfort is a better version of yourself. How would you know you don't like something until you try it? How would you know you're not able to do something until you try it? You see what I'm putting down? And oftentimes people are too scared to start. They're too scared of being judged. They're scared of failure. They're scared that they're not going to know what to do when they get to the situation. And people are often trapped in their own comfort zone, whether that's because of their routine, whether that's because they're scared of failure, whether that's because they don't think they can, or they're scared of judgment. And I'm here to say that one, if someone's judging you, let them. Two, force yourself out of your comfort zone, because you'll never know until you try it. And honestly, action leads to ability too. How would you know you can't do something until you try it? You don't. So, what I'm emphasizing is go into things with a growth mindset. Whether you think you're an expert at something or you're going to learn. Failure teaches us what we need to work on. So, if you fail, who cares? You learn something, you know what you have to work on. And if you don't fail, good for you. Now you know you can do something, or now you know you like to do something. But yeah, I am just here to encourage you to get out of your comfort zone, do things you don't normally do, because in order to become a better version of yourself, you have to push yourself out of your routine. You have to break the walls of the invisible box of your routine, get outside of your comfort zone, do things you don't want to, do things that make you happy, do things you've always wanted to do, because you never know until you try. Now, throughout the week, I've been doing things that I don't know, or things that I have wanted to do. A few examples are I went to an organization by myself. I applied for an ambassador role for a club. I started running again, which is a run club. A high rocks workout. It's out of my norm. I started journaling and I started reading every morning. Those are the habits that I incorporated throughout the week. And I'm not sitting here and telling you, oh, you have to do everything all at once. No, I just wanted to step outside of my comfort zone and show you guys that even if you're not comfortable doing something, you learn something from it. Because now I'm going to continue journaling and reading every morning, every night. I'm going to continue incorporating running in my workouts now, because I found that my old hatred for running was really just in my mind, and I just needed a break from it. And now I'm ready to get back into it. And who knows, maybe I'll train for a high rocks in the future, or a half marathon. You never know. But my point is, push yourself. Do things outside of your comfort zone, outside the invisible walls of your routine, outside of what your norms are. So, yeah, roll the clips throughout the week. I'm going to film what I can. Enjoy. And I'll see you on the other side. Alright, welcome back. And I know you're thinking, that is just a bunch of clips thrown together with no correlation. However, to an extent, that's correct. Is there a correlation? Yes. The correlation is these are things that are out of my comfort zone, things I wouldn't normally put myself through or do on a regular basis. And I just want to emphasize that I let me reiterate. I used to embrace the idea of having a strong student mindset. I had a podcast called Strong Student Show, and it really just emphasizes the idea of embracing a growth mindset, which is no matter what your level of expertise is, no matter how experienced you are, no matter the situation, every experience that we go through has a lesson for us. And we have to embrace that and open our minds to being able to grow and using a growth mindset to take in these experiences and actually reflect on what they're teaching us. And it could be anything. It could be as little as, oh, now I know I don't want an energy drink, or now I know I need an energy drink. Not saying you should drink an energy drink every day, that's not good for you, but it could be as simple as that, or it could be a life changing experience where you meet someone who teaches you depth about life. Like, it could, there are so many levels. And if you go into something with a closed mindset, you're ultimately cutting yourself off from an experience that could be elevated and a better version of yourself. So take that into mind with this experiment that I did. Now, the point of this experiment is that action leads to confidence, which leads to the ability to. Now, with that being said, let's break that down. Action. The action comes first. Action is where you put yourself out there. You make the first move. You have to get out of your comfort zone to grow. You have to push yourself to do things you don't want to, because the cost of comfort is a better version of yourself. How would I have known that I like yoga or I like like, how would I have known that I want to join the running club if I never tried? You wouldn't. Now I'm going to go every single week. Every day. I'm excited. I'm excited to start running again. And I wouldn't have known that unless I did this experiment. Same with journaling. I love journaling every night. Sue me. Like, that is the first step. Action is the first step. And many people think confidence comes before action because they're often scared, or they're scared they're going to be judged if they do something without knowing how to. They're scared that they're going to fail. The fear of failure deters individuals from starting so often. So often it is seen that, oh, I'm not ready. How do you know you're not ready if you don't try? You have to try these things and put yourself out there, or else you'll never know you're not ready. You'll never know that it wasn't right for you, and the confidence will never come. You have to take the risk, be curious, go out of your comfort zone, and embrace the process. Embrace your choice to start now, because there is no perfect time. There is no better time than the present. And putting yourself out there, yeah, you might get judged. Yeah, you might fail. But at least you learned something from that. You can take that and be like, oh, I'm not going to learn anything. Oh, I'm going to fail. I'm not even going to try. No. Use your growth mindset. Go into it with an open mindset and a positive mindset at that. And even if you do fail, you're going to learn something. You just have to perceive it as a learning experience instead of a failure. It's as simple as that. So, action leads to confidence, which leads to ability too. Now, I'm not saying your first time doing something you're going to be perfect at it. No. Half the time, you suck. You're new to it. You're still learning how to do things. You're not an expert yet. And obviously, good things take time, so no one expects you to be. That's like when I went and ran, I ran 10:30 miles. That's starting somewhere. That's not that good for a 3K or a 5K. But it's somewhere. And for not running, I'm honestly proud of myself. I'm proud I put myself out there. I'm proud I met friends. I'm I know I can do it now. Because honestly, I went into it. I was like, oh, I'm going to run a mile and then I'm going to walk the 2 others. It's like, I don't even know if I'm going to make it that far. But having someone next to me to run with pushed me out of my comfort zone. It pushed me out of my regular norms. And it took away my safety net. It took away me being able to fall back and be like, oh, I don't have to do this. No, it held me accountable. So, the ability to do something comes from taking the first step, doing the action, creating the confidence, and then becoming a competent, able individual in the area. Now, that had a lot to do with like the running, the yoga, going places by myself, and forcing myself out of my comfort zone, which I feel so many people are so just used to staying in their comfort zone. But why? Because they're scared of judgment, scared of failure, as I previously said. And another thing I previously said is the cost of comfort. So, staying in your comfort zone. When you do this, you lose a better version of yourself. Take with that what you want. I hope you enjoyed. And honestly, get uncomfortable. Push yourself. Maybe you'll meet your best friend. Maybe you'll find a new hobby. And even if you don't, now you know. So get out there, do something outside of your comfort zone, embrace a growth mindset. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.